Go ahead.
I'm not saying anything yet. Before we get started, just a reminder, please silence or turn off your cell phones. There will be a $10 tzedakah donation for each offense. Not me. I'm Barbara Nerva, and I serve on your board of directors as the secretary and the social action chair. Tonight's service will be led by our incredible Rabbi Carla Friedman.
Or the other one.
Or the other one, right. Past president and membership co-chair Joanne Sudman will be our incendiary to light the Shabbat candles. I don't write this, Ricky writes it.
Do you know what incendiary means?
Lighting.
Starting a fire.
Yeah. Right.
When she lights the candles and it actually takes, that's when we all yell. A new custom.
The fantastic Rosengolds, Rachel Rosenzweig and Yuri Reingold, will lead us in music.
Absolutely.
We have a Torah service. I can't pronounce this thing. You want me to pronounce this? Rabbi Carla is the...
Baalat Kriya.
Bill, okay. The Torah reader.
But there's a typo.
Barry Ross will schlep, carry, and raise the Torah, and Raz Ross will be the Torah dresser. The Aliyah will be given to our choir director, Joan Frankel Ford. Tech team maven Sandy Zions will be the gabbai. Tonight's Oneg Shabbat is sponsored by Debbie and Alan Hirsch to celebrate Alan's birthday. Okay. We have almost new members here, Randy and Joellen Lowenthal. Where are you?
They're over there. Yeah.
Welcome. And we have a guest, Joyce Hamilton. Where are you? Hi, Joyce. We welcome you tonight, and we truly hope that you enjoy the service.
Are you done?
I'm done.
It's very nice to see you all here this evening, despite the things that are happening in the environment. I don't know about where you live, but where we lived, it was pouring. And not a drop here. Pouring. Now it's raining here? Okay, good. I'm indoors now. I don't have to worry about it. So you have been told to silence your cell phones, and now we go on to our little meditation. And I'm going to ask you to put your feet on the floor and your back against the chair. Make yourself comfortable and take this opportunity to close your eyes. And I'd like you to take just the next few moments to separate from all of the things that have been going on all week, whatever they were, good, bad, or otherwise. Just let them all drift away. And as you prepare yourself to do that, please take a deep breath and hold it for a second and let it go. And you can do that again, one more. Take in a deep breath, hold it, let it go. And now I want you to think about being present in the sanctuary and having let go of last week and not worrying yet about next week, so you have the opportunity to be fully present here and now. And to do that, I invite you to open your eyes for a moment, and I'd like you to look around the sanctuary. What is it that makes this room special? Look around. The people here, definitely the people, yes, all the people, but look around. What are the other things that remind you that this is not just an ordinary room? The ark, the Ner Tamid, the eternal light, the windows, yeah, the windows, right? And the Kiddush cup and the candlesticks. So those are the things I want you to be able to think about when you get further into the week and you wonder how you're going to get through the week. And think about the specific things that tell you about this room and how you feel when you're in this room. This is different, right? This is not just being in some other room. So now close your eyes again, and I want you to visualize with your eyes shut the things that we just talked about. Think about the people in the room. Think about the windows. Think about the ark, and think about the Ner Tamid, the eternal light. And think about the candlesticks and the Kiddush cup. And these are things you're going to actually remember sometime during the week when it would be nice to remember a peaceful, quiet time. Now I want you to take in a deep breath again, please. And hold it for a moment and let it go. And do that again one more time. Take in a deep breath, hold it, and let it go. And now please open your eyes. We're going to begin the service with some singing. Ma Yafeh Hayom, how beautiful is this day.
Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom.
We're going to continue with the lighting of the Shabbat candles. And the incendiary person is ascending the bima.
Before we begin lighting the candles, I ask you to join me in this responsive reading. As day departs, as the dark of night descends, we lift our eyes to the heaven. In awe and wonder, our hearts cry out,
Eternal God, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
a vast universe, who can know it? What mind can fathom it? We look out to the endless suns and ask, what are we? What are our dreams and our hopes?
What are we that you are mindful of us? Who are we that you should care for us?
And yet within us abides a measure of your spirit. You are remote, but oh, how near, ordering the stars in the vast solitudes of the dark, yet whispering in the mind that you are closer than the air we breathe. With love and awe, we turn to you, and in the dark evening seek the light of your presence.
For you have made us little less than divine and crowned us with glory and honor.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu,
Stivanu.
v'hadlikner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Shall we sing the blessing?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We're going to continue with Kiddush, which is on the screen. And I invite you to rise. And we hope that folks at home have a glass of wine to raise with us as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh sechel etziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kadshecha v'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Chaim.
You know, sometimes things work out very well. Sometimes. I have been thinking about this all day today, and my voice is doing some of the funny things it likes to do now. It's not, well, as I said to somebody else, I'm a little hoarse today, and I was greeted with, "Oh, we call you Pony." But the way it worked out well is that the Rosengolds are here. So we'll let them sing. What do you think?
Happy to help.
We are always grateful for that. So we're going to continue, because that's what we do, we're going to sing Lecha Dodi.
And if you know it, join us.
You do know it.
Yeah, I think you know this too.
Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad ishmiyanu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad v'shemo tiferet v'litchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'elcha ki hi mekor habracha mirosh mikedem nesucha לשם ותפארת, הגשמת תהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, לפני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, לפני שבת
Please rise.
נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
So I'm looking for an arrangement of Lecha Dodi where you can sing the last line of the second verse and get all the words into
would be
that
awesome.
line.
Yes.
I haven't found one yet, have you?
Well, once in a while, but not that often.
No, it doesn't really
It's a tough
happen
one.
often, does
It's a
it?
tough one.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
tough
sorry
one.
about that.
So we're going to continue with Chatzi Kaddish. It's on the screen, of course. And is there anybody besides me who's got a book? You have a book, page 144.
One is-
Yes.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
Amen.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי.
בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל. בעגלה, בעגלה,
ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקדושה ברכו. לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ויאמרו אמן.
Opening of the service, please rise for the Baruch, the call to worship.
Baruch המבורך לעולם ועד. יאי לי לי, יאי לי לי לי, יאי לי 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 לי. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai.
We are going to read together the text that's on the screen. Please read with me. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully
And changes the seasons and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses
according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzivaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. And we're going to continue with Ahavat Olam.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה. ואהבת אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. אוהב עמו ישראל.
Please rise for the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי צווך היום על לבביך ושננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי
והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם.
אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Continue with a responsive reading. When will redemption come?
Master, the violence that fills our world.
When we look upon others as we would have them look upon us.
When we grant to every person the rights we claim for ourselves.
Once we were in bondage, then we were free. In this first liberation, our people saw revealed the power of the Most High. They perceived that your presence redeems time and event from the hands of tyrants. We too acclaim the power that makes for freedom. We sing the song that celebrates our deliverance from Egypt and all bondage. And that would be Mi Chamocha.
You know what? Join us.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות, עושה פלא נורא תהילות, עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך. בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זהליאנו ואמרו, זהליאנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, 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 כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק, חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני ישראל. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש.
And we're going to continue with Hashkivenu, and this is the text by Noah Aronson this is the version by Noah Aronson that includes the text in English and also Hashkivenu. By the way, this text in English was written by Rabbi Chaim Stern, and it's in previous prayer books of the Reform movement as well. And Chaim Stern was the rabbi at Temple Bethel, I believe, in Chappaqua. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Huh?
Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a wonderful text. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be a shelter from life's storms. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkiveinu leshalom, Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkiveinu leshalom.
Vehamidenu, shomreinu lechayim, ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha.
Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu,
Eloheinu
Hashkiveinu
leshalom.
leshalom, Hashkiveinu,
And
Adonai Eloheinu,
Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Isn't it wonderful, the things that we've learned over the last couple of years, the music that we've learned, the different versions of our liturgy? And, ooh, listen.
Yeah, it's raining.
So the question is, did I put the top up on the convertible? The answer is yes.
Good.
And we're going to continue now with the Amidah, the central prayer of our service. Please rise for the Amidah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth shall declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר הסתי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. נאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יחללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
And we're going to continue with Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We continue with the reading on page 173. Let's read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh ha-Shabbat. And we continue with another reading. Let's read together. Find favor, Adonai, our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shchinato l'Tzion. And we continue with another reading. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'el lehodot. And one more reading together. These are, by the way, translations of the Hebrew text, which constitutes the bulk of the Amidah. So we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Just wanted you to know that. And let's read together. Grant abundant peace to your people, to Israel, your people forever, for you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael bashalom. And what's the correct response to that is? That halavai, right? And here on the screen you see the traditional silent prayer. And of course you're free to devise your own. And we will reconvene together for Oseh Shalom in a few moments.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. We are adopting some of the music that we've been listening to with the fancy people singing it, right? And now we can do it.
The
That's
not so fancy people leading.
Oh, no. We got our fancy people of our own.
Wow.
Yeah. But to be able to borrow from what we've learned from these guys, that's great.
Absolutely.
It's just wonderful. So we're going to continue now with Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of the Torah, which begins on page 362. And there it is. Yeah.
Okay, not a problem.
Go ahead.
Start. Okay.
Go.
En
Chava
kamocha Elohim
Adonai, ve'en kema'asecha, malchutecha ma'al kol ha'olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yiten. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Avraham ve'tiva virtzonecha et Zion. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Kivecha levad batachnu. Melech el ram venisa Adon olamim.
Havu godel Eloheinu tnu chavod la Torah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah.
Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Udevar Adonai miYerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti umeromema Shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagivura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod. Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Ki chol b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha המתנשא לכל ראש. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. הללו, 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 הללו.
Thank
That
you.
was quick.
No, no,
sorry,
no.
Leo.
We were just afraid the dog is going to get up and dance. You know, you guys almost started a riot. You
I'm
realize?
sorry, I know, but we keep it interesting.
Right. In case you missed what is going on, that was one of the songs that Leah knows ends the service.
Yeah,
Hallelujah. She knows that.
yeah.
And she was,
She was like, woohoo.
that's why we cut that off.
He's Pavlovian.
He's Pavlovian, yes. And it wouldn't be pretty to see what would happen. So this evening we are reading from Parshat Ekev, and we are reading chapter 11, from chapter 11 in the book of Deuteronomy, which means we are getting close to the end, right? But before we can get to the end of the book of Deuteronomy, what do we have to do first? The High Holy Days.
Yeah.
And they are getting close. You'll be happy to know that Cantor Murray Simon is back in town,
Yay.
and he and I will be working together this week on the High Holy Days. Yes. And yes, there's a lot of that to come. Anyway, what page are we on? That's a very good question. Well, yes, it is page 1239. We're looking at chapter 11, verse 13. We're starting with verse 13, and it's 1239 in the Chumash. Anybody else need a Chumash? Put your hand up. There is one here if anybody wants one. No? You okay? Parts of this are going to sound very familiar to you, and this is not where their original place. They have already occurred earlier in the book of Deuteronomy, but some of it will sound very familiar, and for good reason. And we're just going to read it. We're not going to sing it and all the rest of those things. And I chose this section because I looked at the maftir, actually, and that when I looked at the maftir, I said, this is really familiar. Why is this maftir so familiar? And then I realized it was my grandson's bar mitzvah portion. Oh, yeah. I remembered, he doesn't. Are we surprised? No. But I do have to say that both of my daughters were bat mitzvah in reading from the book of Deuteronomy, and when we get to it, it's at much later on, Ki Tavo. They are 2 years apart, and they had the same Torah portion.
Wow.
Which is so improbable because one is a December baby and the other is an August baby. Yeah, it's a long story. When we get there, I'll tell you the story.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we're just going to read chapter 11 from the book of Deuteronomy. And what did I do with that? Okay. There you are. Yeah. Now, where did we find this? Oh, there it is. It's up there. Oops. Ta'amud Yochana Ora Bat Avram V'Sara Levarech Al HaTorah. We're reading up here.
Baruch Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Shmo. Amen. V'haya im shmo tishmeu el mitzvotai asher anochi mitzaveh etchem hayom la'ahava et Adonai Elohechem la'ovdo b'chol levavchem u'v'chol nafshechem v'natati matar artzachem be'ito yorer u'malkosh ואספת דגניך ותירושך ויצהריך ונתתי עשב בשדה לבהמתך ואכלת ושבעת. הישמרו לכם פן יפתה לבבכם וסרתם ועבדתם אלוהים אחרים והשתחוויתם להם. וחרה אף אדוני בכם ועצר את השמיים ולא יהיה מטר האדמה ולא יהיה המטר והאדמה. Yes, והאדמה לא תיתן את יבולה. ועבדתם מהרה מעל הארץ הטובה אשר אדוני נתן לכם. ושמתם את דברי אלה על לבבכם ועל נפשכם, וקשרתם אותם לאות על ידכם, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניכם, ולמדתם אותם את בניכם, לדבר בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען ירבו ימיכם וימי בניכם על האדמה אשר נשבע אדוני לאבותיכם, לתת להם כי ימי השמיים על הארץ. Aren't we? Yeah.
25.
Yeah, right. כי אם שמור תשמרון את כל המצווה הזאת אשר אנוכי מצווה אתכם לעשותה, לאהבה את אדוני אלוהיכם, ללכת בכל דרכיו ולדבקו, והוריש אדוני את כל הגויים האלה מלפניכם, וירשתם גויים גדולים ועצומים מכם. כל המקום אשר תדרוך כף רגליכם בו, לכם יהיה מן המדבר והלבנון, מן הנהר, נהר פרת, ועד הים האחרון, יהיה גבולכם. לא יתייצב איש בפניכם, פחתכם ומורכם ייתן אדוני אלוהיכם על פני כל הארץ אשר תדרכו בה כאשר דיבר לכם. I'm going to read the. I'm going to translate. Yeah. Did you want to do that?
No,
Thank you. You sure? Well, but you're one of the students of the biblical. Yeah. Yes.
With vowels.
With vowels. Oh well, I tried. And it shall be if you hearken to all, and you obey all of the commandments which I command you to you today, to love Adonai your God and to serve God with all your heart and with all your being, and God will give you your due, the dew for your land in its season, the early and the late rains, and you will gather from your this is the corn and the oil, wine and oil, right? And God says, I will give you the grasses of the fields for your livestock, and you will eat and you will be satisfied. But take care lest your hearts you turn away your hearts and you turn to and serve other gods and bow down to them. And the anger of Adonai will be upon you, and God will stop up the heavens so that there will not be the dew upon the land, and the land itself will not give you its produce, and you will surely quickly perish from upon the earth, this good earth which Adonai is giving to you. And set these words on your heart and on your being, and write them and bind them upon your as a sign upon your hand, and wear them as a symbol between your eyes, and teach them to your children diligently, and speak of them when you are in your house, and when you are on the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. Does this sound familiar?
Yep.
Mhm. And you will write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates, so that your days will multiply, and the days of your descendants after you upon the earth which Adonai which Adonai promised to your ancestors to give to them, and like the days, your days will be like the days of heaven upon the earth. And if you will carefully keep all of these commandments, which I command you this day, to do them, to love Adonai your God, and to walk in God's ways, and to cling to God, and Adonai will dispossess all of the nations from before you, and you will dispossess the nations that are greater and more powerful than you are. In any place where your foot, the sole of your foot sets down, that will belong to you. And that will be from the wilderness up to the Lebanon, from the river, that is to say the Euphrates River, and all the way to the last sea, which is the Mediterranean Sea. Those will be your borders, and no person will stand up before you to interfere with you. For the fear and the terror of you, Adonai will put upon all the face of the earth, so that wherever you go, as God, you will succeed as Adonai promised to your ancestors. No. We're gonna do this one. Baruch Hu. Amen. And for you we have a Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avotenu ve'imotenu Avram Yitzchak ve'Yakov Sarah Rivka Rachel ve'Leah Hu Yivarech et Yochana bat Avram v'Sara ba'avur sha'alta lichvod ha'makom ve'lichvod ha'Torah. B'schar zeh HaKadosh Baruch Hu yishmerecha v'yatzileha mikol tzara v'tzuka u'mikol nega u'machala v'yishlach bracha v'hatzlacha b'chol ma'aseh yadeha im kol Yisrael v'nomar.
Amen.
May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless Joan, since she has come up to the Torah in honor of God and Torah. May she merit from the Holy One of blessing protection, rescue from any trouble or distress, and from any illness, minor or serious. May God send blessing and success in her every endeavor. And together with all Israel we say,
Amen.
Amen. Yishar kochech. Now you have to do this all again. There's quite a crowd up here tonight.
Okay.
I'm sorry? So it's when it hits the microphone, when the scroll is, it's rolling a little bit, yeah. No. Now you know that it has been our practice to take this moment in the service to offer prayers for the rescue of the hostages still in captivity, and unfortunately we still have to do that. And I think while we're doing that, we can offer prayers for the safety of the people in the Gaza, the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, and we can offer prayers in our hearts for the families of the hostages as well. So, Lu Yehi.
עוד יש מפרש לבן באופק, מול ענן שחור כבד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. ואם בחלונות הערב אור נרות החג רועד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי, כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי, כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי, כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי, כל שנבקש לו יהי.
And we're going to offer in a moment prayers for the sick in our congregation, and you will have an opportunity to say prayers for people on your own personal prayer list. I want to remind you, Nina, do we have more of these? Good. We cleaned out our stock last week, but we have these postcards, and they're where your name tags are kept. And it says on the postcard, it is Beth Israel's practice to offer prayers for healing during our Shabbat services and to say the names of congregants for whose health and spirit we are praying. This past week I mentioned your name. Please know that your well-being is on my mind. And I encourage you to take postcards and send them to the people whose names you are personally praying for. I think we've talked to people over the last several years and back in other places where we've done this, and people really appreciate getting the postcard. They don't know that you mentioned the names when you're here, but I think it brings people comfort to know that I can speak from experience. I can tell you it brings great comfort to know that you are on somebody's prayer list and in somebody's thoughts. So I encourage you to do that. Meanwhile, we are offering prayers for the following members of the congregation: Beverly Adler, Shirley Bergman, Barry Brown, Andrea Chasen, Batsheva Sarah Gamaran, Arnie Goldklang, Richard Hoffing, Zilla Green, Liz Jacobs, Marcia Katz, Verdna Kelly, Carolyn Corlin, Wilma Levine, Marvin Lutzker, Marlis Markovitz, Barbara Milstein, Dawn Mostov, Paula Newberger, Leslie Rapkin, Fanny Reese, Betty Sarlin, Jacqueline Schindler, Mark Schoenholtz, Maxine Schoenholtz, Simone Shaw, Joe Sheff, Jeff Sturm, Norman Toff, Don Zion, Stanley Zarofsky, Leslie Zwain. And we are also offering prayers for Amit Ben Shirley, Ariel Bat Rivka, Ariella Bat Shoshana, Avra Bat Hinda, Beryl Bat Shia Virachel, Chana Pesa Bat Golda, Chava Bat Esther Malka, Chaya Esther Bat Chana, Dvorah Bat Ruth, Dvorah Bat Sarah, Esther Badana Bat Shena Malka, Fega Devashri Bat Bracha, Harav Orli Chaya Bat Yentel, Heshleb Ben Dvorah, Leb Shalom Ben Fagel, Manya Bat Fredel, Masha Sarah Bat Chana, Menachem Ben Frima, Mindela Bat Frima, Miriam Bat Telma, Mordechai Ben Sarah, Moshe Hersh Ben Rachel, Pesach Lev Ben Sarah, Sarah Mindel Bat Chana Leah, Bracha Bat Shirley, Shalom Ben Pesel, Shaul Yochanan Ben Sarah, Shena Bat Chaya Esther, Shena Bracha Bat Yudit, Shena Leah Bat Devorah, Shirley Bat Sarah, Shulamit Bat Silla, Cyril Reza Bat Esther, Velvel Ben Hindabela, Yitzchak Ben Yehuda, Yonatan Ben Chasya. Now please take a few moments to think about the people on your personal prayer list, and as you're thinking about them, please articulate the names silently so that you're praying for a specific person. Take this opportunity to do that.
שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים
אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים
שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים הוא יברך וירפא את החולים
Address the Torah scroll to return it to the ark. Please rise.
וזאת התורה ששם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה יאי לי 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 יאי לי 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 יאי לי 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 יאי לי לי יאי לי 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 יאי לי 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 יאי לי וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה
יהללו
את
שם
שם
אדוני.
אדוני כי נשגב
נשגב
שמו
שמו
לבדו.
לבדו.
הודו
על ארץ ושמיים וירם קרן לעמו תהילה לכל חסידיו לבני ישראל עם קרובו הללויה הללויה עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה חדש חדש ימינו חדש ימינו כקדם
יישר כוחך. יישר כוח. I just want to take a moment to reflect on where we are in the calendar, on the Jewish calendar. We are approaching the month of Elul. Elul is the month that immediately precedes the High Holy Days. And Elul is a month when we take the opportunity to reflect on what has happened in our lives for the last year, and so on and so forth. As I think about it, I realize that a year ago, as we approached Elul, we had no idea what was coming. And we will go into the High Holy Days with a whole different mindset this year, right? It's hard to believe that we're coming up to the 1-year anniversary. And it's even harder to believe that the powers that be can't get it together to solve this problem. It's time that this came to an end. There is a woman who is a hostage still in Gaza somewhere, and she has her 2 little boys with her. And one of those little boys marked his first birthday in captivity. And that was a long time ago. So, and we don't know whether those people have seen daylight at all since they were taken captive. And so we have to think about what would life be like if those people do survive, and if they do get back to Israel and to family. What will life be like for them? It's staggering to think about. And so I'm very much aware of that as we approach Elul. Now, we are very lucky here. We have a prayer book specially for Elul. And that starts next week. And so we won't be using the same readings that you're familiar with from the prayer book. But I do have to tell you that there are some wonderful readings in the Elul prayer book as well. So it's really a wonderful experience to be able to do that, and we will do that for the entire month of Elul, and also for Shabbat Shuvah, because they included it in the book. But it's how we keep track of time. And one of the functions of religion is to help us mark time, to keep track of time. And if you think about it, we have cycles and we have festivals associated with different times of the year, and they all carry with them a special feeling and a special orientation to the world. And so that is a function of religion, and that's something that we will become very, very aware of in the next few weeks. I just wanted to remind you of that. It's coming. And we're going to continue because we're going to bring this service to an end. We're going to actually go directly to the Aleinu at this point, and it will be on the screen. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו חורים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרה בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום ידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד, אין עוד.
Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever.
ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, and the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. It has been our practice for a while now to add to our opportunity to remember those who have passed away, to give a moment of thought to people from the Holocaust who died during the Holocaust. And this evening we have some names from people from Greece. Mercada Yosef, Luna Yisrael, Allegra Buena, Avram Burla, and Yitzhak Kabeli. And this Shabbat, the congregation is remembering Deanna Birkin, wife of Edward Birkin, Nora Blake, mother of Maxine Blake, Dorothy Taub, mother-in-law of Bruce Blumberg, Nathaniel Kurt Coonan, brother of Shana Coonan, Faye Coonan, mother of Shana Coonan, Sherry Lynn Danzig, daughter of Lee and Joel Danzig, Rose Solanche, mother of Zilla Green, Kaufman Katz, father-in-law of Carol Katz, Gertrude Teitelbaum, mother of Hildy Klein, Joshua Lederberg, husband of Marcia Lederberg, Denise Newton, niece of Barbara Milstein, Alan Rothman, brother of Jules Rothman, Hilda Schwartz, mother of Barry Schwartz, Hyman Seitzman, father-in-law of Rochelle Seitzman, Frank Tabin, brother of Stephen Tabin, Adrian Weiss, wife of Harvey Weiss, Howard Shama, Teddy Tevelson, and Morton Wiener and Aaron Iskowich. And I am adding to the list the name of my good friend, Sidney Burston, who passed away 2 weeks ago. Kaddish is going to be on the screen. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'yalma divarach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chaye chon v'yomechon v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shmei kusha brichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'Chaim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mromav Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Please be seated. Here it is, everybody's favorite moment. Announcements.
Here they are. Shabbat services. Thank you to Rabbi Carla and participants on the Bima, as well as our incredible, indomitable, and amazing tech crew. Okay, Shabbat services next Friday night at 7:30, led by Rabbi Carla Friedman. Classes as usual next week, with the exception of Thursday, which the Jewish Studies class is canceled. Choir rehearsals resume on Wednesday, August 28th at 7 o'clock. See Joan Frankel Ford for this. Wednesday, September 4th, the Board of Directors are meeting here at Beth Israel at 7 p.m. All are welcome. Tuesday, September 10th, our famous sisterhood membership meetings resume at 1 o'clock with chair yoga as the first program of the season. See Donna Wiener for this. Monday, 10:30 a.m., September 16th, our book club continues on Zoom. Sunday, September 22nd, from 2 to 4, we will play bingo with cash prizes over wine and cheese. Members and their guests only. See Marshall Letterberg for this. Reservations close September 15th. Time is getting short for memorializing your loved ones in the Book of Remembrance. You need to get your lists and your checks to Delise Axon before September 8th. Okay, your New Year's greetings published in the Shalom News go to Susie Reingold, no later than September 15th. Advance notice. Barbara Grossman is our 2024 honoree at the Bobby Carpay Woman of Distinction Program, Tuesday, December 10th, at 2024, at Congregation Shari Zedek. We celebrate and honor the dedicated women of our Jewish community with this annual event. Don't miss this one. And don't miss honoring our wonderful, wonderful past sisterhood president, Barbara Grossman.
Why not?
Are there any simchas that you would like to share?
Oh, there's a simcha over there.
Yes, Ricky.
Loud and clear.
Not quite a simcha, but I have to take responsibility. As I write the announcements, I didn't put in here to thank the Rosengolds.
I second that. All in favor. Wait a minute, we didn't call the question. Oh,
Anybody else?
There's a-
Yes, Al.
Yes, my son Mark Aaron just got promoted to the rank of full bird colonel in the United States Air Force.
Wow.
Oh.
That is wonderful.
Mazel tov.
Okay.
Are we done then?
I am done. Ricky, am I done? Okay, I'm done.
Barbara,
Shabbat shalom.
Barbara, take it from me. You're done. We're going to close the service, and we're going to sing about it. We're going to let the heavens rejoice, and yes, let's do it.
It's for Leah.
Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim.
Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim.
ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. ירם הים, ירם הים, ירם הים מעולו. ירם הים, ירם הים, ירם הים מעולו. ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you to Yuri and Rachel. And join us for the goodies in the social hall. There's the screen that tells you to turn your phones back on. Rochelle Lafer.
Huh?
This one I think you can't do any better
Oh.
you do.
No, thanks, Barb. Oh, we gotta. Aw, thanks. Does it bring back good memories?